Okay, today I wanted to give you guys my predictions for week 5 of the NFL season. So, for the Saints and Chiefs game, I think that the Chiefs are going to win, probably by a touchdown or less. I know that they'll probably win, but it just always gets stressful to watch because Patrick, with these interceptions, he has to get it together and get back to his fundamentals like he said. Every time he throws, I just get scared he's going to throw another interception, so he has to lock in. The defense, they always give down a touchdown on one of the first plays of the game, and then it's like they lock in and get better, and the defense has definitely been keeping them in games. So I think that they're playing pretty well for the most part. Jamari Connor is like one of my favorite players. Drew Tranquil, Quist Jones, George Karlaftis. I mean, they got a really good defense. So yeah, I think that they need to get a new wide receiver because Rashee Rice is going to be out with injury. We don't know the extent of it yet. So yeah, because the wide receiver room is looking questionable. Hollywood Brown has been out for weeks. So yeah, they need to trade for a wide receiver. So we'll see what happens with that. Saints, they just keep getting worse. I'm not expecting them to do good things now. And the Chiefs keep winning. So I'm going to give the Chiefs this game. And now, Thursday Night Football, Buccaneers-Falcons, easily the Buccaneers, easily, because they, had a great game last week against the Eagles. Kirk Cousins ain't doing shit. He can't even perform well in the regular season now. Like, he gets all these, really, really close wins, but he's not really playing impressive, so I'm not expecting much from him. Sunday, so the Jets, Minnesota is easily winning this. They're undefeated right now. Sam Darnold's doing what he needs to do, playing pretty efficiently. They got Justin Jefferson, they got Jordan Addison. The defense is pretty good, although they allowed 29 points last week versus the Packers. So like I said, they're gonna get beat. I don't know when or how, but Sam Darnold disaster class is coming. I've been said that, so we'll see who's gonna do it. Packers are close. They didn't miss all the field goals and stuff like that, and Jordan Love with the interceptions. They gotta clean some stuff up, but I mean, now it's like a really good game, probably the best team that's played against them the whole year. Buffalo and Houston, I think this will be a very interesting game. I'm going to give it to Buffalo. They got their ass beat by the Ravens this past week. What was it, 35-10 or something? Yeah, Josh Allen got to lock in because he was making some bad throws and he just didn't do what he needed to do and stuff, and they got beat, plain and simple. And Cleveland, Washington, I'm going to give it to Washington. Jaden Daniels has been playing well. I think that he'll continue. Deshaun Watson is a disgrace to humanity, and he going to hell. The Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams is looking better every single week. He's throwing some touchdowns. He's being better. He's taking the checkdowns when he needs to. He's improving. So I think that the Chicago Bears are actually going to take this game. Carolina, yeah, it seems like it was just a fluke. So I'm going to give it to the Chicago Bears. Baltimore versus Cincinnati. This is going to be a really, really good game. I can't wait for this game, actually. And so I'm pretty sure I read that Lamar typically beats Joe Burrow, and I think Joe Burrow's only won one time, and after they just really handed it to the Buffalo Bills, and with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson and the secondary being better, not giving up a huge lead, and really playing well throughout the game, I have a lot of faith in the Baltimore Ravens at the moment. The Bengals, they won, which I wasn't expecting to happen, but I'm glad that they won because they're one of my favorite teams to watch. So I think it'll be a fun game, but the Cincinnati defense, I don't have faith in them. I don't. They have to get it together. They do. Yeah, but Joe Burrow's playing well. Jamar Chase is doing what he needs to do. T. Higgins is playing well. I just want them to stop talking shit about other teams and actually win, because y'all keep doing that and y'all keep losing. Cam Taylor-Britt need to shut the fuck up and actually stop allowing all these touchdowns every week. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on winning. Y'all gotta go to winning record. You gotta win all these games, and I think that they're gonna lose. I'm sorry. And then we have the Colts versus the Jaguars. A whole mid-off. I mean, Anthony Richardson got injured last week. Joe Flacco stepped in, and they won. So I'm going to give it to them. Jacksonville ain't won this year. I don't expect it to change. Their head coach needs to get fired. Yeah, they're just not really playing well. Trevor Lawrence, it's not looking good for you. The Dolphins versus the Patriots. This game going to be ass. Yeah, it really is. Tua has been out. And you got the Patriots. I'm going to give it to the Patriots, but yeah, I'm definitely not watching that game. I'm sorry. Who cares? The Raiders versus the Denver Broncos. Another game that's going to be boring as fuck. At this point, I'm going to give it to the Broncos because somehow they beat the Jets last week. The Raiders, I think they're kind of going downhill. Devontae Adams wants to be traded, and he should go to a team where he can actually win a ring. So I hope that he does because he deserves that. So, yeah. The Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. It's like the Cardinals had that one good game, but besides that, they've been ass. You can't expect Marvin Harrison Jr. to carry you all these games. Yeah, San Francisco winning. Brock Purdy, I think he's playing well. I think Debo is back. You have Nick Bosa on the defensive end. You got George Kittle. Brandon Ayuk needs to show up. Every week I've been waiting for him to play a good game, and it has yet to happen. I don't know what the fuck he doing, but he got to lock in because what? Like, I'm tired of it. Green Bay versus the Rams. Green Bay. Like I said, they played pretty well. Jordan Love got to clean up the interceptions. I'm just going to say that, hopefully that was a one-time thing, but Jordan Love, I have a lot of faith in him. I like Green Bay. And the Rams, everybody injured. So Green Bay winning. Next up, we got the New York Giants versus Seattle. I saw the second half of the game, and I thought that Seattle had some really good plays, So I think that they got some potential. I mean, 3-1. That was their first loss. So I think they're taking it. Daniel Jones is ass. So I don't expect him to get better at this point. The Cowboys versus the Steelers. I got the Steelers because the Cowboys defense, I don't have much faith in them. You got Dak Prescott who ain't shit. So y'all not winning. So yeah. And the Steelers have a better defense. I think Justin Fields can, play decently once again and get them that win. And here's a reminder of all the bye teams this week. So the Lions, the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Titans. Yeah, I'm glad that this bye is coming for the Eagles because, yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. Nick Sirianni needs to be fired. I've seen enough. He need to go. The Lions, they were so much fun to watch this past week. Kind of sad about that. The Chargers, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. Titans, I don't really give a fuck either. But shout out to Ladarius Sneed because he did what needed to be done for the Chiefs. So, always have respect for him. And so, yeah, those are the bye teams for this upcoming week. Now, time to go over my predictions for last week and update my record. I said that the Chiefs were going to win. They did. I said the Cowboys were going to win. They did. I said the Saints were going to win. The Falcons found a way to win. I said the Panthers were going to win. And the Bengals found a way to win, which I'm glad about. Then, next up, I had the Rams winning, the Bears won, I had the Vikings winning, and they did, I had the Texans, and they won, and I had the Steelers, and they lost. I had the Jets over the Broncos, the Jets lost. I had the Eagles over the Buccaneers, the Eagles lost. I had the Commanders, and they won. I had the 49ers, and they won. And I had the Raiders, and they won as well. And then last up, I had the Bills over the Ravens won. I had the Titans over the Dolphins, and the Titans won. And I had the Lions over the Seahawks, and the Lions won. So my record as it stands is 22-25, 22 games I predicted correctly, 25 times I was wrong. So I think I'm closing in on the gap, and hopefully I will be right more this upcoming week. We'll see, but it's really fun to do, to get my picks and just kind of see how everything shakes out. Let me know what you guys think of this past week, of the games, who you have winning next week, who do you got in your fantasy teams, who won for you. I just love to know everything on this conversation. I've done a bunch of videos on the NFL. I'm doing weekly reviews for the games that I watched this season as well, and so that'll be out by the time you're seeing this. All my NFL videos will be on the end screen and linked below. But if you enjoy this, you can like, you can comment your thoughts, and you can subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.